All right. We are in queue. We are about halfway through 2.3. Yeah, halfway through 2.3. 35 in queue. This is going to be terrible. Wait for Endwalker. All right. Halfway through 2.3. Just got done with the Lord of Levin, Leviathan. Clocked it, put it in the book, done. Nice and slow loading. Don't want to go too fast. All right. What do you got? Go away. Go away. Don't need none of that. All right. Where's my quest? What? Just took a minute to load. Whew, along with everyone else. Okay. What little guys are made of? Let's head in, talk to Menphilia, see where we are. See who's on today. Asura, you're out there. All right. It's all right. Welcome back. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Ramu precedes you. Kind of forgot about Ramu. Took him out too. Big beard, right? Epic beard. Epic. That's right. I would fain share news of mine own, but Ranger discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord Levin, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascians' immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Alrighty then.
If everyone is ready, let us begin. Urianger, the floor is yours.
Whoop.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension.
Yeah?
The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
Oh, sorry.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Well,
Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
"'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated."
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
again and again and again. Yes. That's actually a really good explanation as a basis.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket,
Hey, Crystallis.
I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
They are giving a kind of in my opinion, a great overview of what the Aether is in Final Fantasy. Barely got to the mic button on that one. Alright. Yeah. So they actually are doing a pretty good breakdown.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
And that's why I don't trust them. They let him back in. What can I say?
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahuagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
Seems a bit ambitious.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian.
Oh, a ranger. Always good for that last word or paragraph.
Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Wow. Again with the names, guys. Come on. Aegiorm. The Lord of Levin is returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him. Ramu's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Worrell, and Levin all have now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. They're actually referencing the other names. We know them as, Ifrit, Leviathan, etc. Yeah. Let's see. The limitless potential of man. Heidelin's servant grows mightier by the day. Huh. So it looks like they have one emissary, which is the white robes, and the rest are more more oppressors. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wane. Yet even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every efforts. Find seeds wherever wont to quicken in Azoria's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. That doesn't sound too good, especially when it's them talking about true gods. I'm guessing that's the one true God? That's not good. Alright. Got here. Materia. Okay. What you got? Now the matter of Ramu has, for the present, been put to rest. There is something I would show you. It is a scroll. No. It is a letter of thanks, signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions in particular the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Moogle, Mog, the 12th, Leviathan, and now Ramu. Needless to say, there is only one among our number to have faced them all. Currently. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel that they were meant for you above all others. Clothing shortage? No. I don't think there is. There's plenty of women's clothing. It just all happened to be, you know, not full coverage. It's a trend. It's a fad. I'm not sure. I think that actually, that actually breaks down into the Chinese, Japanese cultures and how they view things. Okay. I, too, must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. It's usually because you give me good gear or items for doing it. So, you're a true hero, and Eorzea is that much the safer for your presence. Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own, and that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and secure Square Enix's title, storyline, and franchise. Oh, wait, right. Okay. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace. We owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people you have won over to our cause in so doing. Our list of enemies have ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. So, huge chat bubble for that. Oh, hey! I don't know if we went to Heaven's Ward tonight. We're just past the halfway point on 2.3. So 2.4 pretty soon, and then 2.5, and I think there's a 2.55 unofficial kind of in there. So we shall see. I know there's a couple of hard raids that need to be completed in the Crystal Tower before, I think it's Crystal Tower, that need to be, or at least in the Duty Finder, to push into 2.4 possibly, maybe 2.5. I can't remember. I want to say Titan. Yeah, they're not too long. Hey, Zilly, how you doing, man? Going good. Just taking a look at where I'm at. I'm like, I don't know, a little bit past the halfway point in 2.3. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, headed towards 2.4, and then there is a couple of raids to complete for the 2.5. But whoa, hey, Zilly, that sucks, man. Yeah, keep safe. Take care of family first, right? The that COVID stuff, it's going around, and it's coming around again with this new Omicron, I think it is. Omicron. I think they labeled it as like B1.1.2. Evidently it's a computer virus or an update, I don't know. B.1.1.1.45 or something like that. Yeah, you probably want to get that tested. Do some of those, you know. Yeah, I don't know how long the antibodies last, but you know, at this point, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, granted, you got to get through the trouble first. Yeah, well, you got to watch out, Zoe. Even the vaccine's not 100%, so. Yeah. Yeah, I got to show up to work. Got to put in the time until further notice, as it were. Yep. Yeah, we, you know, even at work, facing this all the time. Unfortunately, yeah, that's, you know, I have a cousin that's in healthcare, and it's rough. I have a lot of friends in the healthcare too. Rough. Well, so there's upsides and downsides to working from home. One, you get to work from home. Two, you have to work from home. All right, where are we at here? Of the sylphs of Little Solus who wish not of conflict. Of the Allah Megans and the Domans who stand with us, determined to halt the dread march of the Empire. And then there are the many unsung individuals who have gathered here in Revenant's Toll, honest men and women who seek to employ their skills for the good of all. So, I know most of you guys have played this. I know Chrysalis is not this far in the storyline. I know that for a fact. But the storyline gets real. They wrote this back in like 2015 or something like that, and it is relevant today, 2021. Scary relevant. I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, you can go back, watch my videos if you really want to, but I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow scions. They're literally the guys having your six when you're out there, so thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Asians, and combat it we shall. Alright. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming. Got your red mage logged in? Alright. Yeah, let's see. I'm not even sure what's coming up. Got a couple coming up. Let's see where we go. Antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Who's that? Oh, Alpha Nod. It's never your ranger that takes a long break, is it? He's a very wordy man. He has a lot to say. Alpha Nod. I take the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. The Crystal Towers, the raids, right? I think they are. It's the Alag, or Alagian Crystal Tower, kind of that tech tower. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. That and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. Fun fact, Crystal Tower used to not be a requirement to finish ARR, a Realm Reborn. They made it requirement in Shadowbring. Well, they did cut out a huge chunk of the MSQ to make a quicker pathway. Well, less convoluted. Or Stormblood, yeah. They cut out a large chunk to make a less convoluted path. So, yeah, I can totally, I can see that, you know. What is it? The devs giveth and taketh away. Let's see. Yeah, I had Shadowbringers on my mind. I was watching the trailer right before I started my stream. I like the opener. I like the cutscenes. I have a message for you from Ella. Ahem. You recall the refuge girl, the one whose parents were missing. They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Absolutely. The Endwalker opening? Yes. Well, Alpha Nod, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Yeah, it is a really good opener. Not gonna lie. I mean, Shadowbringers is really good. Endwalker is really good. Yeah. Let's see. You have been away from Revenant's toil for some time now, I believe. Alright. Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for a moment and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town. Oh, the skill showcase videos? Oh man, I love those. I love those. There's a couple of YouTube channels out there. I'd have to look them up. I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but they've actually like put all those showcases together. It's just, you know, it's like jumping one to one. It's just awesome. Heck yeah, I can't wait to get Felcleave. I mean, obviously I gotta level my way there, but it's definitely it's gonna be good. Let's see. Which reminds me, one of the Demon children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozan was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him a visit? Oh, Yozan. That would be the son of Hozan, or some crazy system like that. Almost guaranteed. me check one thing real quick. Alright. Speak with Yozon, of course. I think Yozon is the son of Hozon and was a key point in getting a caravan to the area. That's been a little bit ago, so I'm not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what he says. He's back from his adventure. Yes, setting up new computer so I can play the game more. Bought it used, so it has Windows 7. You know, 7 was a very, very rock solid system. So was XP. But, yeah, you know, sometimes you get the good deals, you get the good computers. They don't come with great stuff in them. And anymore, you got to have 64-bit. You got to be pushing the new stuff. There was a game just the other day I was reading about, and they are dropping all 32-bit support because, like, 1% of the people even download it. So why even put, you know, the dev time into it? So with Windows 7, that's one with like a hand crank on the front of the computer to start it. No. All right. We heard you are fighting primals, and that there's some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Yeah, probably would have died a couple of times there, Yozon, but that's all right. Anyways, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Domon Adventures Guild to protect all the Domons. That's 95. 95. Well, yeah, 95 was the hand crank, and then they got an electric start and put 95 second edition on it. Well, 3.1, well, technically 3.1 is groundbreaking. 3.x was groundbreaking. Well, it wasn't 3.x at the time. That was groundbreaking too. It's always kind of groundbreaking. Arguable. Windows 8, not so much. No, we don't talk about you. Emmy, right. Yeah. That was... yeah. Anyways, oh, we already heard that. Let's see. Do you think you could train us today? One day? Well, maybe you could show us how you fought the primals. Oh my gosh. What is all this commotion? Ooh, I like that white armor. I like that. It's that's very paladin-y. Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coltenant. Did you know that I'm back? Okay. What? So it would seem. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. His name is Hoary Boulder. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that with 10-foot stick there. Let's see. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coltenant. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the art of combat. Yeah, I mean, kind of feel bad for the guy. It's Hoary Boulder and not Hoary Boulders. He's got one. Okay. Told you we are not younglings anymore. We are adventurers. And we were just asking Mr. Asagu if he could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside him. Yeah, Operation Meat Shield. Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Moradona, that's the region we're in, are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. so many things to be said. Let's see. I have a counter proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Usagu? A demonstration of skill in arms, if you will. Yeah, well, you know, at a certain point, you just have to make sounds like turr, you know, you know. Yeah, there's a few names in here where it's like, I'm sure that translated over into the Japanese kanji or Chinese kanji or whatever makes sense. It could make total sense. Like, oh, that's like the same thing as the name Smith in America, but it doesn't translate too happily. It's better than a kanji though. I'd be SOL. Let's see. If I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Well, mayhaps I am. But what matters the what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you? Would you consent to spar with me? Yes. Alright. Tournament? Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, don't disappoint him. Okay. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make of this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. No, the one that probably I think I liked the most was Curious Gorge. Wait a minute, where am I headed here? I'm literally not even on the map here. Let's see. There. Oh, hey, Tig Biddy. Let me check in with the delivery mogul. I think I. What? That's what I thought. Main attribute plus 187. Holy. Alright, alright. What else was over here? What was... Wind up Palome. Alright. Let's get a new minion out. Oh, it's the wolf pup. Kind of wanted to see what this Palome looked like. Nah. It's not going to give it to me randomly, is it? No. It's alright. I have this friendly little minion guide. Alright. Where am I headed? I should probably pay more attention. Alright. There he is. Let's see. Oh, my bird. Hold on one second here. Trish, you ready to begin? Let me update my bird just a little bit so he can help me fight here. All right. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Double checking if we really want to do this. Oh, wait, there's more people. Oh, they're all coming to watch. Oh, great. So he doesn't know the rest of the team. Okay. When I heard about your sparring match, it was everyone I could find, though you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, and there's still more to come. When I mentioned your name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems to be a sickly shade in comparison. Yeah, thank cred. That happens when you're a villain in the first half of the game. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. Is he a paladin, I'm guessing, then? Yep. Alright. Oh, okay. Hey, we got a couple of viewers out there in internet TV land. Welcome to the channel. Just going through the MSQ. Let's see. Alright. Just general praise here. Let's see. "'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. I just have a big axe, that's all it is. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Well, Guardian of Eorzea, yes, that is a most fitting title. Oh, Alphanod, do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartanau. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why Grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. Well. Hey, Blizz. Blaze, as a joke? Alright. Corey? Well, welcome. Blizz. But he called it Blaze. It's Corey, dang it. That's right. Hey, welcome back. We're just, I don't know, a little bit, maybe like 70% of the way through 2.3. So, yeah, the name changes. Yeah, it takes some time to cycle through. I shall speak plainly. First time anyone in this game has done so. My initial impressions were less than favorable, dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles of their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The Legatuses? The Legatuses. Oof. Single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. That's true. You're always going to have a certain population, a certain percentage that says, yeah, I'm going to go with whatever doesn't, put me in the middle of a battle, right? Were it not for a desire to continue Grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. "'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible." So, in this cutscene right here, he's looking up because I'm taller than him. Anyone who has a Lafalel during the cutscene, does he look down? Because Lafalels are literally knee height. Does anyone know? I just wondered how deep the... I mean, I know obviously your character changes in the cutscenes. I just wondered if it actually would register off-screen like that. Or does it still look up and it makes no sense? Okay, onward. "'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation." It was the people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. No. So I was wondering, during that cutscene, Alphanod looks up at my character. You can tell he's looking up because my character's tall. He's an aura. He's maybe max height. I'm not even sure on that, but he's tall, kind of like the Rodigans. So if you're playing a Lafalel, does the cutscene change? This cutscene, when he looks, because you're off screen, it just shows him looking up. Does it actually change the cutscene so he's looking down at your Lafalel? It does. It does. All right. That is impressive. That's some nice continuity. Because you're not technically on screen with them, so there's no gauge on that. It's just off screen. Though he never put such feeling into words, I believe Grandfather's admiration for this inexpressible inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish, a wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. Yeah. No, I think that it does too. I mean, you're going to be within roughly the range. Well, it's going to have to be race and sex because the Aura females are so much shorter than the males. So it'd have to at least have both sexes to some degree. Oh, something like that. I just wondered, since you're not even on screen, if they actually thought that through. Because they didn't really have to put that scene in. That one quick cut scene where he's talking up at you. They could have just cut that right out. Let's see. I wish that had now become my own. I, too, will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Yeah, no, the basic script or basic kind of like hitbox sizes of your characters, I think they did a great job because it makes it all fit so, maybe not seamlessly, but it fits so well into what they've written for it. Let's see. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. I have a Lalafell alt, and I was curious myself, so I paid attention to the cutscenes. Yeah, that's why I asked. I have not played anyone but an Aru, so he's rather tall. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I know obviously things change, your armor changes, everything like that, but that's a drastic change. Lalafell's knee high. Let's see. No. What is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ashians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. I thought that's what we were doing. Okay, if you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Sun. Interesting. Okay. There's the Crystal Tower. Alright. So, it looks like we actually have a couple of things going on here. Alright. Whoop. Whoa, going the wrong way. Oh, I can't fly any higher. Dang. Gonna have to go back up and around. Alright, let's try that. There's a lot of quests here. Not gonna lie. But our goal is the MSQ for now. Zoom in just a little bit here. Alright. Thank you for coming. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. There's so many names I would jokingly call it. Determination versus skill speed. Alright. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. I think the quest after this requires Crystal Tower completion. Yeah, if it does, I honestly don't know off the top of my head. Let me see. I actually have like a little list here. Let's see. Where are we? We're like Guardian, recruiting the realm. It's close. Yeah. Alright, since the advent of the 7th Astral Era, we're in the Astral Era. It's only been the Astral Era for like tiny bit. The leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. Oof. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed through threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And it's in politics, so it'll probably never happen. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus have I been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. Feels like a lot like the UN. Alright. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But, as you yourselves have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations of what even we can achieve. That's that storyline getting real a couple of missions ago there, or even a patch ago. With the news company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. Alright, the goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with an establishment, this precursor to the true border-spanning grand company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. Well then get on it! Alright, let's see. A tiresome and time-consuming task. Yes. Which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. And this is why he should do it, and I, as a player, should not have to do this. The NPC should have to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm much better at whacking stuff with an axe. Alright. Thank you! 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and his disconcerting eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Lomensa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Alrighty. Speak with Alphanod. Alright. At least I get this one for free. Heading to Limsa Lomensa. do 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 do. I really got to get that solid state disk drive. I have one. I got to get it like pumped in, but that requires me to like not be on my computer for however long that takes. All right. Let's see. I'm going that a ways. Oh, I see Take Biddy Dak back there. Yeah. Alpha Nod. Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral Blofiswin. Blofiswin. Alright. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. Who's Ernest? No. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution. Only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the court countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of the journey. So, I know that my stream is covering it, and Take Biddy, you can probably see it, but we got all the ERP guys over here in the chat with 18 plus areas. Got Goth Girl Bar, alternative music. Something else. Alright. Alright, let's get this done. Gotta go up to the top and talk to a couple people in different places. Is there anyone on the lower decks even? No, no. Let's see. Need to go upstairs. Drowning Wench. One level. Hey, you know, if they're lucky enough to get a house and build it up to have dance parties and all the whatnot and do whatever they want within the confines of their game, whatever. That's all right. Let's go this way first. I can't mount. Probably a good idea not to be able to mount in Limsa. It would be chaos. Someone right up here to talk to. Oh, it's yeah, okay. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity? I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Okay. Alright, Raynor. Master Alpha nods. New organization. Yes, I've heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. 'Tis with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Lominsa must needs receive my full attention. Well. 2 out of 5, this is not going well. Not going well at all. It's roughly 40% have said no already. I probably should have just taken a crystal. Oh well. Alright. I totally should have fast traveled with the crystal, but c'est la vie, right? Who in the bloody hells do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on that dandy Carvelane's door. Been there, done that. Not going well. I think we're up to 60% failure rate at this. Let's see. Got. Whoops. Moving it. Stupid wall. Alright. And let's hit this guy up over here. Is he downstairs? Yeah. A precursor to a united Eorzean Grand Company. While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Naldic and Vimeles keeps me close to the forge. Yeesh. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commission. Ouch. This is not going well for their cause. Alright. Go this way. I did not mean to heal. It was a wasted pot. Let's see. Which way am I going here? Going this way, I think. This might actually be the first time I've come out this way. Can't remember. I'm fairly sure I would remember this. There's like nothing out here. Nice. Alright. Well, if it ain't Usagu. Yes, that's me. I'd not forget a venture brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Ryold, don't you? Formerly of the Company of Heroes. 3 whistles at Bronze Lake, aye. It ain't often I drag me arse out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare ye these days? You're looking to put together a new crew. Top tier work. Sounds like a right lark, it does. Alright, lad, count me in. Hey, we got one! The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into my grave just yet. Whew. So we got 1 out of 5. Ouch. Wait, now it's saying do it on the upper decks too? Oh, it says I already did that. Okay, gotcha. Airship time. There's like no fast travel from this little weird statue-only area. But there is a crystal right over here, so I can kind of shortcut maybe. Because I know where I have to go. I have to go to the airship strip. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pause right here. I'll be right back. Quick, give me 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. Let's see. I was headed over to the airstrip. Airship landing. That's right. Okay. The flyer's green, ready to turn in. There's Alphanod. Why is this guy green? What's going on here? What do you need? What you need? Come to join the fight, have we? Very good, very good. Indeed. I fear I might have just done something out of order. Oh, PvP front lines. Okay. Yeah. Trying to flag control. Alright. Alright. We pit against wave after wave of fellow Alliance members in battle, and they won't care one whit that you're the Warrior of Light, because they all are too. This campaign will be long and brutal. If victory is won today, may be undone tomorrow. Consider the Borderland ruins. We need only seize control of each ruin in the region, right? Wrong. Defense is paramount as well, for our rivals will muster forces to challenge our claim. It is for that reason we have established an airship route directly to the front line. Those who are ready and willing to fight will never want for transportation. Okay. But that look on your face bespeaks confusion. Are we at war or not? What is this bullocks about? No killing. What in the seven hells is going on? That's what you're thinking, yes? It's less war and more organized violence to resolve a territorial dispute. And yes, it is to be civilized violence. Killing Alliance members is strictly prohibited, though accidents have been known to happen. But you of all people have nothing to fear. You've escaped certain death more times than I can count. What are the odds you'll fail to do this time? Okay. Okay. I'll talk to you. Go away. I don't necessarily need front lines battles right now in PvP. We will be getting into that. I would love to get a group going and we can roll into that stuff and lay some serious hurt down. Have some fun. Okay. Your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Lomensa. Yeah, about your proposal. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all of the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seed Seer proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nofika's altar. That's a pretty optimistic dude. Let's see, 4 out of 5. That's a 80% failure rate. All right, just pointing that out. Let me fast travel over here, going to New Gridania. So I'm actually pretty excited for the PvP front lines. That sounds really cool. I'm sure there's rankings and all sorts of things you can do, and maybe some rewards and stuff, but that's really cool. I'm sure I'll be bested by many. Okay. Let's see, where do I have to talk to here? Okay. First up is the Conjurers Stone, or the Conjurers Ethernet here. Yeah, the moves are different and everyone is the same level in PvP. Yeah, it equalizes everyone. I'm not surprised one bit. It's just different skills, different. Yeah. My audience with the Elder Seed Seer are due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more seek the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship dock again. Head over to the Wolves' Den to set up your hot bars before... Yeah, so there's like a separate set of hot bars just for PvP. That makes sense. Makes complete sense to me. I think I actually went over to the Wolves' Den at one point earlier and just kind of generally talked to him, but I hadn't really got into PvP yet with the warrior class or anything. I just picked up the level, the warrior stone. Can't jump that fence? You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron at Buscarone's. Yeah, I don't remember who. I was selling maps and supplies to the Garleans before you and those red-bellied poachers mopped the forest floor with my erstwhile employers. Here now, just how many criminals have you dealt with that my ignominious tale ignites? Not the slightest flicker of a recognition. Well, yeah. The least said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matter stands, the wood whalers, yep, will have not more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's toll, you say? I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this. I promise you, I'm a changed man. Hey, that's 1 for 1. That's much better than last time. 80% rejection rate. This is already going better than it was. Alright, let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3. So let's, yeah. We'll go with this away. Tig Bitty, I just noticed you gave me a storm salute. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Usagu, isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperbell Mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then. I still am, judging by the sprout in my name. But look how far you've come. Mother Mione tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome black wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of your new order. Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Wish you could taunt in PvP. I could see you through the "your mother smells of elderberry." Yes, that literally should be added to the game. There's a whole slew of taunts that I can think of, just stemming from probably a maybe 5-minute scene from some of their movies. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions. I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young master, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. Not bad, not bad. We got 2 out of 4. I mean, we're rocking 20%, 50%. Jeez. Math be strong today. Whoop. Let's not fall in the water. Don't really want to do that right now. Let's see. 'Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. You know, that's not bad. You know, you're talking 50%, better than last time. Ship landing again. Alphanod. For my part, the Elder Seed Seer was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ulda? Whilst the iron is hot, let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Alrighty. I am not one to take the long route here. Let's just fast travel right there. Hold on. Let's take the fast path here. Yep. Alrighty. Ulda, the gilded city where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous 2. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the Promenade when our respective tasks are completed. Good hunting. Let's see where I'm headed first. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is the lower promenades. Okay. So let's jump around just a little bit here. Let's go to that let's grab that fast travel over to the gladiator. Get that done. As mentioned, when I took on this kind of string, I knew it would be tedious, and I did not want to have much to do with it. Sometimes the writing is on the wall. That's right. Alright. Wait, you're the man who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't. I'd probably be dead. And a whole lot more, my friends, besides. We were such fools. Any road, that disaster really got me to thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make of myself a more worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm. That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need, and don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I've prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. So I'm not sure what Little Alamigo means in other languages, but it sounds like that should be like a Mexican restaurant, doesn't it? Like, welcome to Little Alamigo. Here's your table. May I suggest the Migo fajitas? I'd eat there. Okay. Try to look through my screen here. I'm going to shortcut over to Miners Guild. Try to take some of this running out of it. You have to turn down my opacity just a little bit. Alright. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I am Aurson, of the Church of St. Adama la Dama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing the fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion, Thancred, wasn't it? No. Ah, 'tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force of good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Okay. I got a couple of no's out of this one, that's alright. I gotta go way back in the Weaver's Den. Don't mind me, just trucking through. She's still looking at dresses. That was a long time ago that her fiance was looking for her or something like that, and she's still here trying on dresses. Okay. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new-fashioned manner of propositioning? Well, I'm afraid you are wasting your time. This lady has already spoken for. See, I don't know if that's true, because you totally stood him up a very long time ago. He didn't seem very happy at that. Where am I headed? Alright. Talk to 2 more people, and then we can get out of this godforsaken quest line of his. Alright. Have you come to tell me the news, soldier? Well, I've already heard it. Seems the would-be savior of Uldal's refugees went and got himself killed, and not by your hand. He was just as much a pawn as the hapless cast-offs he sought to deceive, eh? That's not why you're here? You'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours, and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Alrighty. A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Alright. Speak with Malfinod and the Royal. Jeez. Oh, there's an Aether Shard. Let's get back to the Royal Promenade, aka the Chamber of Rule. And unfortunately, the sprint is the fastest I can move in Ulda here. Alrighty. How fared you? What hidden gems did the streets of Ulda offer up to your unrelenting gaze? I think we struck out with everybody. Alright, a single Alamegan. Oh, well, okay. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years, following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those of us who have risen to the challenge. Nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Osagu. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. Alright. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Okay. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the document signed, and the finances secured. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement. Well, it was brought up. As was I. Thus, the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. The organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely on outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. It comes from a nice, rich family, just not willing, able. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust, one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stones for a united Eorzea. Alright. A lot of story in here.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sand. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing?
Such an angry Lalafell. Oof.
Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Alright, let's get back to Revenant's Toll. That's one angry Lalafell. And upset. I get it. I do. Can never remember which way I'm facing. Let's try this away. That would be the Magitech Death Claw. It's unique. This is not a journey I soon wish to repeat, but I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparation for the inauguration ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services. I'm certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Including the realm. Alright. Let's see what she has to say. Heretical harassment. Greetings. Alphanod tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphanod to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's toll of late, and I wonder if Slaftborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires? Alright. It's all good. Alright. I'm actually going to call it a lid for the night. You know, working all that fun, happy stuff. I will be back tomorrow. And the day after, and the day after, and the day after. Fine-tuning my schedule. That's right. So, we're going to call it, yeah. Hey, Tig Bitty, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll be back on. Not sure of a time yet. Like I said, I'm still fine-tuning my schedule. The only days that I have hard right now is Tuesday, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, Thursday they are down. They are down Thursday. Yeah, and Walker. Yeah, and Walker. So we are all going to be waiting in line. I might literally log in just to watch the queue. Yeah, I might log in just to do hang out and chat and sit back and watch the queue tick down or whatever. Put a timer on it, see, make it into, a contest or something. But I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Have a happy Monday. Tomorrow's Monday, at least right now. Peace out.